Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Wendell Etienne, and it is my honor to be your Master of Ceremonies for this, the third and highly anticipated finale of the President's Awards for Service Excellence and Innovation in the Public Sector. The Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, under the distinguished patronage of Her Excellency, Paula Weeks, O.R.TT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, launched a competitive call for applications to the prestigious President's Awards for Service Excellence and Innovation in the Public Sector. This is the third year of the competition, which was first successfully held in 2018. The competition has been fierce, but the judges made their evaluations, and this evening we will reveal the winner of the Award for Service Excellence as well as Innovation. And let's not forget, the People's Choice Awards. We had an outstanding response for these awards, and thank you, the viewing public, for casting your votes. To start this evening's proceedings, I would like to now introduce Rocio Medina Bolivar, IDB Group Country Representative for Trinidad and Tobago, who will provide welcome remarks and speak on the significance of recognizing service excellence and innovation in the public sector.
Good evening to all our viewers. It's an absolute privilege to be holding the third annual President's Award for Service Excellence and Innovation in the Public Sector under the patronage of Her Excellency Paula Weeks, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. As the applicant pool grows each year, I continue to be amazed at the many initiatives being undertaken across the public sector. A key area for the IDB is supporting the strengthening of public sector institutions and governance. This focus area, along with our desire to recognize those who strive towards better public service delivery, is why we launched the awards in 2018. When it comes to change and transformation, it's easy to believe that nothing is happening if there is not a wow moment or something that leaves onlookers mesmerized. On the contrary, change is often very subtle and happens incrementally over time. Furthermore, no one person can move a mountain on their own. Change requires support and encouragement of the many to overcome resistance and break the new ground. We as citizens are increasingly demanding more of another, more from businesses, and more from those delivering public services. Transformative change, whether it's in the public sector or in the business world, often starts with an idea that is more likely dismissed when first shared. It's not until that idea has been tried or proved that it then begins getting the attention that it deserves. When we look at innovators coming up with a crazy and revolutionary idea, they don't have the ability to see into the future. They have imagination, they have courage. It takes courage to dare to think differently, to take risk, or to tackle a challenge others may have already dismissed. With that being said, I want to especially recognize the dedication, commitment, and courage of all of these year's applicants and congratulate you for all your efforts. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank this year's esteemed judges. This has been yet another exciting edition of the President's Award, and I look forward to seeing what 2021 has in store for us.
Thank you, Ms. Medina Bolivar. I would now like to introduce Ms. Therese Turner-Jones, IDB's General Manager for the Country Department Caribbean Group, who will offer perspective on the IDB Group's work to help strengthen public service delivery across the region.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure for me to be here with you tonight, and I join my colleagues from the Country Office of Trinidad and Tobago, along with all of the government ministries that we work with. And I would like to especially welcome Her Excellency Paula Weeks, the President of Trinidad and Tobago, to this event tonight. This is a really important event where we're recognizing innovations in the public sector. And we are very excited to say that we had some really good finalists and some interesting projects. This pandemic presented us with all kinds of challenges. And I think what we saw in the finalists and their submissions is that there has been a real move towards delivering public services on a digital platform or trying to reach citizens of Trinidad and Tobago in a much better way. All of the nominees for tonight's awards have enhanced citizens' access to vital services and thereby improved the lives of thousands of people in this country. And so, given the impressive work you've done this year, I ask you to consider what more can you do to serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago better. I believe the answer to this question begins with changing the way you see yourselves and the perception of the public service as being limited in what you can do. In fact, we know given the way public service contracts are negotiated, they are fairly rigid. And so there's a lot of room to fail working in the public sector. And failure should not be seen as failure, but failure should be seen as an opportunity to find a new way of doing something. The achievements we recognize this evening help to dispel the myth that innovation and creativity are the purview of only the private sector. Clearly, we see that that's not the case, and we're going to roll those innovations out to you tonight. And we know that they can also come from the public sector. Your pioneering work proves that Trinidad and Tobago's public service can be responsive, agile, adaptive, and innovative. Your pride in serving your fellow citizen is an example to other government agencies in Trinidad and Tobago and also across this region. I urge you to keep finding ways to improve processes, keep finding ways to make things easier, keep thinking outside the box. As the Caribbean's largest development partner, the IDB Group is committed to working with you on this quest. Digital transformation of state services is a key pillar of our work in the region, given how important these transactions are to almost everything we do. In addition, the IDB Group has been working with each of our 6 Caribbean countries to help governments respond to this crisis and to do so in a way that improves our resilience and sustainability for many years to come. Thank you again for this opportunity to be part of this special occasion. The IDB is proud of your achievements and stands ready to work with you as you revolutionize public service and spread public sector pride. Thank you so much and congratulations. Good night.
Thank you, Ms. Turner-Jones. The IDB's President's Awards for Service Excellence and Innovation is held under the distinguished patronage of the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. We now welcome Her Excellency, Paula Weeks, O.R.TT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Good evening. One can hardly address an audience nowadays without making mention of the specter that is the novel coronavirus. COVID-19 has interrupted business as usual, wreaking havoc on our economic, social, and health systems, and worst of all, claiming the lives of 120 of our citizens up to the time of recording. Many are struggling to adapt or simply survive, as new challenges present themselves and norms evolve daily. All of us are battle-weary, and although it might appear that the pandemic has been the purveyor of nothing but bad news, this evening, I have good cause to disabuse you of that conclusion. Over the past few months, public servants have been at the front lines and behind the scenes of the national COVID-19 response, coordinating, advising, and administering the care, security, and support necessary for our country to manage the crisis effectively. Justifiable complaints about slow processing and delivery of relief checks, understaffed offices, and poor communication within certain ministries were made. But that comes with the territory. I am sure that if you focused only on the criticism, you might think that the public service had ground to a halt. But even the most cursory look at the entries in the annual President's Award for Service Excellence and Innovation in the public sector would conclusively debunk any such notion. The awards are judged in 2 categories: service excellence and innovation. As the sole judge covering both categories, I continue to be both encouraged and excited by the offerings of the entrants, especially the finalists. This year's virtual judging process had its share of technological Murphys, and all of us judges missed the energy of the in-person presentations. But the vibrations of enthusiasm, pride, and ownership from the competitors were palpable and easily transmitted through cyberspace. I thank my fellow judges for their sterling contribution to the exercise. If you have been following these awards from inception in 2018, it will come as no surprise that there are abundant pockets of excellence and innovation within the behemoth that is the public service. Not enough to be sure, but more than enough to prove inspiring. A significant number of public servants are forward-thinking, resourceful, and proactive, traits that were prevalent in the current and previous iterations of this competition. Last year's Service Excellence winners were the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, whose dedicated intervention in enterprise shogunus resulted in an 81.7% drop in serious crime. Copying the Innovation Award last year was the Sandy Grande Regional Corporation, which fused development needs with technology and created, among other initiatives, a tourism app. Those champions exemplified the brightest and best that the public service has to offer, and this year was no different. 44 candidates stepped up their game, some capitalizing on the challenges thrown up by COVID to develop new ideas or expedite products already in the pipeline, yet others identifying and tackling pre-existing inefficiencies and shortcomings. All our entrants understood that, crisis notwithstanding, the wheels of government must continue to turn. The transformation and digitalization of public services, once considered to be wishful thinking, are now being realized, with work from home, remote meetings, and online access to government services fast becoming the order of the day. With some polishing and fine-tuning, these approaches will undoubtedly enhance the productivity, reliability, and responsiveness of the public sector machinery. However, technology, while convenient and imperative for progress, cannot wholly be substituted for the important component of human interaction. Many of the initiatives put forward this year were exceptional and successful simply because of the zeal, reliability, and steadfastness of the individuals involved. In a June policy brief, the United Nations described the profile of an effective public servant, and I quote, "self-sacrifice, trustworthiness, risk-taking, versatility, adaptability, creativity, transparency, and accountability. They must be knowledgeable and skilled, persistent, empathetic, collaborative, and competent in the use of technology, all driven by their humanness in their personality." End quote. I can say with confidence that our public service has countless people who check most, if not all, of the UN's boxes. Our participants went far beyond the call of duty, working tirelessly to meet the varying needs of their customers. They were nothing if not passionate. On the 25th of November, 1 week after judging the finals, I received a letter from a frontline worker who expressed that she was emotionally disheartened and demotivated at her team not winning, or at least being adjudged a finalist for the Service Excellence Award. She pointed out that throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, the nursing fraternity proved its dedication, commitment, and the meaning of service before self, working shifts to ensure 24-hour care and conducting home visits to meet clients at their point of need. She suggested that receiving the award would have motivated and encouraged nurses in the performance of their duties, this also being the Year of the Nurse. She asked me to do the impossible and re-evaluate her team's submission. I was unable to fulfill her request. The judge's decision is final. However, I hope that she and her team will continue to perform their invaluable service, which has certainly touched the lives of many in the national community. Her letter is a reminder that in addition to the 8 finalists and eventual winners that come to national attention, there are many other nameless champions of selflessness, dedication, and industry present in the public sector. It is also evidence that this competition holds a special place in the hearts of many public officers, some of whom have been inspired to follow in the footsteps of their peers who have implemented their ideas so ably and impressively. Given the interest in these awards, I can only expect the quantity and quality of submissions to increase and, fingers crossed, have a knock-on effect on countrywide development. Buy-in and support from supervisors, permanent secretaries, and line ministers are important if those in their charge are to flourish and so produce the desired outcomes. I am confident that we will one day banish to the far corners of our memories the vagaries of the public service and establish it as a sturdy and reliable bastion of service excellence and innovation. This year's presentations are promising indicators of the potential that is simmering within the ranks of the public service and are proof that there is both a will and a way of getting the job done. I thank and commend all our entrants for their diligence, sacrifice, and civic-mindedness. Finalists, I salute you and urge you to keep your momentum going. Victors of this year's competition, I applaud and congratulate you and eagerly await the fruits of your labor in the years to come, as that will be the true litmus test of your efforts. I leave you with appropriate advice proffered by former American President Woodrow Wilson. There is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's competition was fierce. After a rigorous judging process, 4 finalists for each category emerged out of a very competitive pool of applications. Congratulations to all who submitted. We applaud each and every one of the over 40 applications received for their dedication to advancing the public sector in service excellence and innovation. We want to remind the viewing public that voting is closed for the People's Choice Awards. We will be announcing all of the winners this evening. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of our finalists tonight. Please give yourselves a round of applause. We were overwhelmed by the innovation and attention to detail you brought to these projects, and as a member of the public sector myself, I can truly appreciate the challenges that you would have had to overcome in order to produce these amazing projects. Along with Her Excellency, we want to once again thank our judging panel who were tasked with making the hard choice of this year's 2020 Service Excellence Award. Our judges for Service Excellence were Ms. Angela Leloy, Chairman and Founder, Aegis Business Solutions Limited; Dr. Fazal Ali, former Chairman of the Teaching Service Commission; Ms. Patricia Ghani, President, American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago; Professor Sterling Frost, Deputy Chairman, Public Service Commission. I would now like to invite one of our esteemed judges, Dr. Fazal Ali, to the stage to present the certificate for all of our Service Excellent finalists, and the finalists in alphabetical order are Eastern Regional Health Authority, Nerva Mayaro Satellite Dialysis Unit. National Information and Communication Technology Company Limited, O.R.TT, facilitating remote work in the public sector. Ministry of Social Development and Family Services, helping and empowering with assistance right at your doorsteps. The Office of Procurement Regulation, Comprehensive Public Service Delivery. Thank you, Dr. Ali. The decision for Innovation Awards wasn't any easier. There was stiff competition, and again, we want to congratulate all our applicants. You truly made our judges' decision extremely difficult. Sitting on the Innovation Judging Panel were Dr. Keith Nurse, Principal of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College; Ms. Franca Costello, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association; Mr. Leopold Shah, former CEO of the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute; and rounding off the panel we had Ms. Lisa Maria Alexander, Country Chief Marketing Officer for JMMB Group, Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to invite Ms. Alexander to the stage to present the certificates to the innovation finalists. And now, in alphabetical order, here they are. Ministry of Planning and Development, O.R.TT, Automated Construction Permitting System. Ministry of Works and Transport, the U-Turn System. National Energy, TT Engage. Rounding off, we have the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, Energy Smart TT app. Thank you, Ms. Alexander. We have now reached the People's Choice Awards. In its inaugural virtual debut, we opened the People's Choice Awards to a much wider audience and allowed you, the viewing public, to let us know who you thought deserved the People's Choice Award for Service Excellence. The response was astounding. We had over 4,000 votes on the night this segment was aired, We thank you for taking your time to vote. I now invite Ms. Rocio Medina Bolivar, IDB Group Country Representative, to present the People's Choice Award for Service Excellence. And the winner of the People's Choice Award for Service Excellence is Eastern Regional Health Authority, River Miaro Satellite Dialysis Unit.
I am truly humbled today to accept this People's Choice Award on behalf of the staff of the Eastern Regional Health Authority, ERHA. This demonstrates that not only the people of Trinidad and Tobago, but also our international audience share the vision of the ERHA as the pioneer and preferred provider of quality health and wellness services in Trinidad and Tobago. We influence and we set measurable standards of care through excellence in leadership and an enabling environment that presents a safe haven for all. Our vision is truly reflected in this dialysis unit. Thank you to all persons who would have voted and chose us to accept this award. The ERHA appreciates your support, and we truly recognize and thank you for recognizing us and our contribution. We remain committed to serving you, and we will continue to deliver quality health care to all our clients in the Eastern region and Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Congratulations to our 2020 People's Choice Awardee for Service Excellence. And now for innovation. The votes were very close for this one. Again, we received thousands of votes on the night this segment was aired, and the winner of the People's Choice Award for Innovation is National Energy, TT Engage.
Thank you to everyone who voted for TT Engage. Winning this award is an honor for National Energy because it means we have been recognized by the people of Trinidad and Tobago whom we serve. To the members of the National Energy team who conceptualized and developed the TT Engage Investor platform, I say a heartfelt thank you. We are also grateful to all of the stakeholders who participated in the development process. Know that your efforts in helping streamline the numerous approval processes across various state agencies did not go unnoticed. Because of TT Engager, we were able to continue facilitating investment in the downstream sector in 2020, despite the challenges brought on by the global pandemic. This investor platform allowed us to continue with the business of our country, even though we weren't able to physically meet with many of our international customers. National Energy is an integral part of the NGC Group, and through the success of TT Engager, we will continue using innovative ways to improve our service to existing customers while attracting new investment to improve the quality of life to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Once again, thank you to everyone who voted for TT Engage.
Congratulations to our 2020 People's Choice Awardees for Service Excellence and Innovation. And thank you, Ms. Medina Bolivar. Now, let's see if the judges agreed with your choices. Ms. Angela Leloy, Chairman and Founder of Aegis Business Solutions Limited, will present to the overall winner of the Service Excellence Award. And the winner of the Service Excellence Award is the Office of Procurement Regulation.
The Office of Procurement Regulation is a body corporate established pursuant to an Act of Parliament. In essence, we are here to ensure public funds, that is taxpayers' dollars, are accounted for, used transparently, and sustainably benefits its owners. We have literally undertaken changing how the public sector does business. That is, how it acquires goods, works and services, and how it spends taxpayers' dollars to do so. Some of our initiatives in this respect comprise conducting over 20 workshops and seminars in Trinidad and Tobago, engaged via online webinars over 1,400 suppliers and contractors locally, regionally, and internationally on the use of the OPR's Procurement Depository, which is a database designed for the registration and pre-qualification of suppliers and contractors across the nation. This is estimated to save the country $45 million every 3 years as we continue to stand upon the principles of good governance, namely transparency, accountability, integrity, and value for money.
I now invite Tamara Roy to receive the award and give their acceptance speech on behalf of the Office of Procurement Regulation.
It is with great pride and pleasure that I accept the IDB President's Award for Service Excellence 2020 on behalf of the Office of Procurement Regulation this evening. As a relatively new organization, we are steeped in the process of creating our own unique identity and ethos within the public sector as we execute our mandate to implement and enforce the Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Property Act 2015. Based on our knowledge of Trinidad and Tobago's enculturation of ambiguous public procurement practices, the OPR realized that we had to create synergistic relationships comprising nationals from diverse socio-economic spheres who would help to champion our cause. That is, to reposition our nation on a more economically sustainable path via implementation of a comprehensive public procurement regime. Our hybrid strategy, combining the best of public and private sector approaches to excellent customer service, was key to creating strong partnerships based on mutual respect and trust amongst all stakeholders so that there would be complete buy-in. I must say, however, that excellent customer service is truly an inside job, meaning without a happy, dedicated, and professional team, this would not be possible. The OPR team often go above and beyond the call of duty to ensure service delivery to our stakeholders meet desired objectives and leave us customers satisfied. To my team, I say thank you. I also wish to thank all of our stakeholders who, even without full proclamation, strive to comply with the requirements of the Act. They continue to reach out, to meet, to consult, and for this we are truly grateful. This makes our work that much easier and, more importantly, testifies to the great relationships we have built over the years since our establishment. Once again, thank you for recognizing our efforts in excellent customer service delivery. It is truly an honor.
Congratulations to the 2020 winner of the President's Award for Service Excellence. Now, the Judge's Choice for Innovation in the Public Sector. Please, let's welcome Ms. Lisa Maria Alexander, Country Chief Marketing Officer for JMMB Group, TT, to present to the winning team. And the winner of the Innovation Award is Ministry of Works and Transport, the U-Turn System.
The Ministry of Works and Transport is one of the largest government organizations in Trinidad and Tobago. We are responsible for providing the physical infrastructure and transport services necessary for the socio and economic development of the country. We created a dynamic cross-functional team which included the Judiciary of Trinidad and Tobago, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and TT Post to create a revolutionary and premier software management solution which supported the implementation of a demerit point system, a new traffic ticketing system, and a red light camera enforcement system in Trinidad and Tobago. This system has also allowed for the introduction of online services and transactions, which is an added benefit to the service delivery at the Transport Division. For example, contesting a traffic ticket can now be done from the comfort of your home utilizing an online portal. Persons can now pre-book appointments for licensing transactions online. Our customer base now has access to cashless transactions and new payment options. This system has also facilitated the introduction of handheld mobile ticketing devices. Under the new system, you now have the option to pay your traffic ticket at any approved TT Post location nationwide. The U-Turn project has the potential to reform the Transport Division. Together, we are driving towards transformation, and I invite you to be a part of this journey.
I now invite Mr. Clive Clark to receive the award and give their acceptance speech on behalf of the Ministry of Works and Transport.
It is truly a pleasure and an honor to accept the 2020 President's Award for the Innovation in the Public Sector on behalf of the Ministry of Works and Transport. This year, we were pleased to launch to the nation the U-Turn system, a unique system which provides real-time connectivity among the judiciary, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, the Licensing Authority, TT Post, and the newly established Traffic Enforcement Center. U-Turn is the foundation upon which the Ministry of Works and Transport has been able to operationalize a demerit point system, a new traffic ticketing system for the first time in Trinidad and Tobago. Since 1999, attempts were first made to establish a demerit point system. However, today, I am proud to be part of the progressive team that formed the policy and passed legislation and established a seamless ICT platform to birth such critical advancement. In the end, our efforts are all aimed at the objective of creating safer roads across Trinidad and Tobago. Though the system is nowhere near perfect, we are nevertheless committed to continue our course to full digitization for greater connectivity, greater transparency, and more efficient business practices to better serve you. I thank Her Excellency Paula, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the IDB, and the best team in the public service, Team Ministry of Works and Transport, for the excellence and innovation. This success is just the beginning of the new things. Thank you, and good night.
The 2020 President's Awards for Service Excellence and Innovation in the Public Sector is but one of IDB's initiatives. I would like to encourage you to check out their website at www.iadb.org to learn more about their other initiatives within Trinidad and Tobago and across Latin America and the Caribbean. We look forward to the next iteration of these awards in 2021 and cannot wait to see what new endeavors are brought forward in the areas of service excellence and innovation in the public sector. Remember, mask up, sanitize, stay safe, and have a great night.